Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome, and I want to thank everyone for watching and hanging in there with me on this life-changing journey that I'm on, right? So I took a weekend off so I can regroup, revise, reconstruct, rejuvenate, revisit, and recharge, right? All the reads, right? Even though I don't think, it's enough time, I actually had to get back to this, right? I'm the type of person, if I stop, I may stop for a long time and then I might lose interest a little bit, especially with my schedule being hectic as it is, right? So I said, let me just hurry up and just get back, right? So in the middle of recharging, I came to the conclusion that I will be doing my videos every other weekend. So that's what taking time to revisit things can do. It gives you time to make better decisions, when you have more of a clear mind, right? So with all that being said, that brings me to my topic for today, and that is staff burnout, right? It is more common in the healthcare field, caregivers, law enforcement. However, it can happen in any career, any job, right? And I will explain today what staff burnout is. Then I will delve into the signs and so on and so forth, right? So staff burnout is exactly in the words. Staff burnout is when staff is in a toxic work environment. This could happen when staff is in a toxic work environment. There I go over my words all the time. Heavy workloads, being micromanaged, lack of support, unfair treatment, unclear expectations, etc. Those are the things that I came up with. That I know is real common, right? It could be more than that, right? Which leads to an overwhelmed and overworked staff that will be showing signs of mental health or physical degression, right? So the signs of staff burnout include, and this is what I've seen, right? And this is what I know because I was one of those staff. Sometimes I'm like that, because I do work a lot. So I'm gonna start with one is exhaustion, right? It can be physical, mental, or emotional, right? Decreased productivity, right? That's doing incomplete work, not doing all the work, or doing halfway work. Irritability, snapping at clients, staff, and loved ones. So, a big one to watch out for, especially in this field. If you see your staff that's usually, okay with the clients and everything like that, that's usually good with the clients, and they start snapping, that's a real good sign of staff burnout, right? Absenteeism, all right, not coming to work, right? Not coming to work or frequent call outs, right? That among other things it can be, but staff burnout, just not coming into work, right? So low motivation, lack of interest is one. Illness and physical pain, right? Headaches or stomach aches, that's physical pain. And this is to name a few, right? Of course, there's more to that. It's a different way because each and every one of us are different. We are not the same, so it could look different in different people, right? So those are to name a few. So this is for owners and management alike, right? Enforce management training in order for your management to know how to be helpful to your staff. That's how you can deal with that. That's what. All right. What I'm naming now is how you can deal with staff burnout. Right. Some things you could do to prevent it, if I may say, maybe prevent it. So you could offer employee assistance a program. So those, I usually see that within big companies, right? Large companies usually offer that, employee assistance program where you could call a hotline or you could call, at any point in time. They have that. Larger companies usually have that, right? So let me tell you how that will look in smaller companies, right? In smaller companies, how you could offer employee assistance, right, without having a big program if your company is small. In smaller companies, it's just the management offering, owner, if you just starting off as just you, not a big team of people, just offering a listening ear to your staff, right? And I don't mean gossiping, right? Not gossiping. That's so distasteful in a workplace. Gossiping is like It just makes a crazy work environment. I'm gonna talk about it in a second, right? And that will never be tolerated at Serene Life Now. I'm not gonna deal with the gossiping and that nonsense. Do that on your own time, not at work, right? So another way you could prevent staff burnout is monitoring workloads, right? And schedules. Sometimes just watching the schedule and making sure you're not put over scheduling someone. You know what I'm saying? Watching that. Encourage your employees to use their vacation time. I know, when you're starting off in a new company, it's kind of difficult because you don't have much staff, but you have to find a way to keep your staff. That's the whole point of this. Like that, you have to find a way to keep your staff. That's why the turnover rate is so crazy, because it's staff burnout. They don't have staff, and I get it, right? Like I said, encourage them to use their vacation time, especially if you have some available staff. If you have some available staff, ask them, "Oh, can you work while this one goes on vacation?" Right? For companies that this applies to, offer work home options, and that's definitely not in this field, right? But I'm just saying, in a whole, as far as staff burnout in a whole, you got offer work home options, and that's for all across the board, not just this field. Make workplace wellness a priority by promoting work-life balance, right? Support your workers the best way possible so that you can, number one, prevent the staff burnout, right? Number two, you can keep your staff. That's a real tough thing in this field, keeping your staff, right? And number three is because you need your staff, right? You definitely need your staff. I don't care what anyone says, no one can do it alone. And if you are, it's not gonna last that long doing it alone. You need your staff, right? All right, so let's talk about the elephant in all the rooms of all assisted living facilities and group homes or even day supports, right? Sometimes healthcare fields as a whole, they are usually understaffed, right? And the turnover rates are usually astronomical, right? And it's been ongoing. I don't remember a time where the turnover rate wasn't. I never been working for a company where they didn't need staff. Not one time where they didn't need staff. Some need 2, some need 3, some need 10. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's an ongoing issue. And it is because, when the world stops, right? Quote unquote, the world stops. People still have to be taken care of, Use the pandemic, for example, right? So me doing this for over 20 years, currently working 80 hours per week, I wholeheartedly understand, right? Most direct support professionals work 2 to 3 jobs because of the pay. And let's be honest, the pay is not nothing to brag about, right? So especially for DSPs that are just getting in the field, some owners have limited workers, right? So I get it. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to take care of your staff in order to keep staff. You don't want your staff to leave because they feel like they're doing everything by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find a way. Right? However, right? I believe from experience and just common knowledge, right, that if you create and maintain a professional, empathetic workplace, that you will be able to accommodate your employees in a manner that they are not overwhelmed and overworked, right? Even if, like say you do have staff and you're understaffed and you do really need that staff, find a way. Tell them that they can sleep when they're, something. You have to find a way. It's a way to go around everything. I don't, I really don't care. It's a way to go around everything. This staff, because most of the clients do go to day support. So if you do have a staff that is working 16 hours, okay, go home and sleep for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, if that's up to them, of course, it's up to them. And most, like I said, DSPs, we do work 2 to 3 jobs because, like I said, that salary is not nothing to brag about. So, and you will have, that's who we have working in your homes, DSPs, right? If you have a group home, right? Assisted livings too, but assisted living is more so, home health aides, but like I said, group home. So professionalism is another one. That's big. That's a big one for me, right? I have left companies due to the lack of their professionalism, right? I do not tolerate that at Serene Life Now, and it's uncomfortable, it's unproductive, to say the least, right? And you will never keep employees if your company's unprofessional, right? You will never keep employees. I don't care what you think, y'all bonding on the weekend, or that's your sister, your cousin's friend, or whatever. You will never keep employees if you are unprofessional. Okay? People tend to want to work at companies that are well organized, empathetic, and drama free, right? Don't forget clean. See, me personally, I left a job, probably a job, more than one job, for lack of cleanliness, right? So, what I hope my viewers got from this is take care of your employees at the end of the day, right? We need them, right? And which brings me to my next video. I will be talking about the different types of caregivers, right? People ask me all the time, like, what's the difference between a DSP? What's the difference between home health aide? You know, all those things. People ask me that all the time, and I'm going to tell you that on my next video, right? I will answer that and plus more in my next video, right? I hope I helped someone today. So if you liked it, subscribe, then share. Remember, it's okay to take a break. Take time off to recharge, pamper, to have fun, to travel, to love, or just sitting quiet alone. You know, life is too short already. Don't make it shorter by not taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just don't quit. Take a break, but don't quit. Don't quit. Quitting is just, that's not it. Okay? Just don't quit. Keep sending those emails about your journey and what step you are up to it and your inquiries about how to start. I'm so proud of you, but you have to be proud of yourself, right? At the end of the day, you know, you have to be proud of yourself. So be proud of you, right? If nobody else is, be proud of yourself. Okay, everyone. So like I said, I'll be doing my videos every other weekend, you know, and I may just come up and just say, okay, you may just see me just pop up and be like, oh, I need to just get this out here, a video about this or something that I've seen at work and things like that. I mean, that's how it's gonna go from here on, right? But you will see me. Like I said, we're not gonna quit, right? We're gonna keep going. So I hope everyone has a great autumn day. And until next time, I will be seeing you guys. All right.